So in this video, I'm going to explain you guys of what is machine learning. So as we all know, machine learning is the ability to train computer in such a way so that it can take judgment decision by itself. So as far as what author Samuel is, I'm not 100% sure who is he, but I got him from the Coursera course. So he said that machine learning is a field of study that gives computer the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. So in this video, we're gonna be going to two different sort of learning, which is supervised learning and other one is unsupervised learning. So supervised learning is something which is being used by a lot of application, a lot of mobile apps nowadays. So when I say supervised learning, it's basically means giving a particular input to giving a particular input, and depending upon what the input you give, the computer can give it a label, which in this case is known as the output y. So if you see in this list, you can see that, for example, you have trained a computer in such a way. For example, if you have been giving it a lot of emails, throwing it a lot of emails, and you have trained it in such a way that so it can figure out how a spam email looks like and how a normal email looks like. So when next time you get an email without your own help, the computer can figure out what sort of email is it. Is it a spam one, or is it a legit one? So supervised learning can be divided into two different segments. One is regression and the other one is classification. So the only difference between regression and classification is that in regression you do have infinite amount of output that you can get from an input, but in classification you only do have certain outputs that you can get from an input. So let's dive deep into example. For example, I've got a graph over here in where you can get price in y-axis and house size in x-axis. So for example, if you ask the computer about what's the price of a house which is 750 feet square, so what it's gonna do is it's gonna, based upon the sort of model you have showed it to before, it can figure out that, for example, it's either gonna draw a graph over here, either gonna go a straight line, or it can be even a complex equation. So depending upon that, it can see that a house which is 750 square feet, the price of it's gonna be 150K. So that's how regression works. So as you can see over here, so predict a number from infinite possible outputs. I know my handwriting isn't actually that good, but that's why I'm speaking to you guys so that you can understand it.